Over 40 and feeling like the concept of a YouTube algorithm involves you facing down some cold, robotic force out to destroy your creativity? I get it. It's intimidating. It feels like you're fighting the Terminator just to get noticed on YouTube. But what if I told you YouTube isn't your enemy? It's your greatest ally, once you understand how it works. Today, we're breaking it all down Terminator style because the more you know and understand about YouTube algorithms, the more power you have to grow your channel. We're going to explore what a YouTube algorithm really is. Actually, YouTube involves numerous algorithms, not just one. So anyone saying the YouTube algorithm is really just using sloppy slang. How the algorithms on YouTube decide who sees your videos, and how creators over 40 can actually use the algorithms on YouTube to their advantage. Think of this like learning how to reprogram Skynet, not just to spare your content, but to elevate it. Because even though, algorithmically speaking, YouTube might look like a machine built to ignore you, the truth is, it's trying to help you. You just have to speak its language. Today, you learn how. When we first meet the Terminator, he's terrifying, efficient, unstoppable. And that's exactly how YouTube feels at first, algorithms and all. But in reality, the algorithms on YouTube aren't trying to terminate your content. They're trying to identify what's valuable and serve it to the right viewer. They're not judging your age, your gear, or your camera angles. They're only focused on data, just like the Terminator scans for targets based on mission parameters. YouTube's algorithms are constantly scanning every video for clues. The good news? You control what clues they find. Here's the truth, friend. YouTube's algorithms aren't gatekeepers. They're matchmakers. Their entire job is to match the right content with the right viewer at the right time. So if you're someone in the prime of your life who wants to move from creator curious to actual momentum and creator consistency, you don't need to beat the algorithms. You need to feed them. But don't worry, I'm not going to toss jargon at you in this video for beginners. Let's keep it simple and strategic. Action step: the one viewer profile exercise. Most creators focus on the wrong question. How do I get more views? Instead, ask, who needs this video today? Here's your task this week. Takes 10 minutes tops. 1, open a blank document or journal page. 2, write this at the top. My viewer is. 3, answer these questions. They're blank. A specific type of person in terms of demographics and psychographics. They're feeling blank. They're feeling a certain way. They're searching for blank, something specific. They wish someone would just blank, help them solve a specific problem or satisfy a particular desire. Now here's the kicker. Every time you film, talk to that person. Every time you title a video, imagine what they'd search for and use those specific words in your title. Every time you feel stuck, ask, how can I help that one person take their next step? Because when you create for someone, YouTube's algorithms notice and start recommending your video to someone. The clearer you are about helping it understand the who, what, and why of it all in connection with your video, well, that's when the magic happens. YouTube's algorithms are smart, but they're not emotional. You bring the heart. And when your content speaks clearly to one person with one type of need and one type of desired outcome, YouTube's algorithms get the data, triangulate it all, and then get a lot better at delivering your video to many people who fit that viewing profile. That's the setup. That's the shift. Let's keep going, and I'll show you how to ride the algorithm wave without drowning in data. Here's the shift. In the second Terminator movie, once John Connor realized the Terminator was on his side, his perspective changed. The machine became his protector, his secret weapon. That's you and YouTube's algorithms. Once you learn to feed YouTube the right signals, it starts working for you. Here's what it's scanning for. Click-through rate. Are people clicking your thumbnail and title? Watch time. Are they sticking around? Engagement. Are they liking, commenting, and or sharing? This is what trains YouTube. Every video you post is sending numerous signals. This is who I help. This is what I talk about. This is the viewer who will love this type of content. The algorithms are like little digital spiders which crawl over your content to determine who your content is for, what your content is all about, and why that particular ideal content consumer wants to watch content like this. I call this concept the content trifecta. Once YouTube is clear on the who, what, and why, which includes the benefit your audience will extract by watching your video, then algorithmically speaking, YouTube will know what content consuming community to start serving your video to, one video at a time. Again, YouTube's algorithms kind of triangulate all of the data to match up your fresh content to the most recently viewed content by members of that content consuming community, and then it will serve out your fresh content to them. It's kind of like a digital matchmaker, if you will. If the first tranche of the content consuming community you're attempting to reach is watching all, or at least most, of your newest video, let's say, well, then the YouTube algorithms will keep recommending your content out to more and more of them. And if the content continues to perform well, YouTube will keep recommending your video out, going 6 degrees of separation out from the original specific individuals it started with, until eventually your content's popularity fatigues, and then it may stop recommending your content out. Over time, the machine learns all about you and your content. Just like the Terminator learned to say, "I'll be back," well, you just have to keep showing up. You should keep coming back, publishing to YouTube on a regular basis. Here's the wild part about starting a YouTube channel when you're over 40. You're not learning how to be a creator. You're remembering how to be a creator. You've already lived the stories. You've already done the hard things. You just haven't hit record yet to document it all. So, no, it's not too late. But here's what it is time for. It's time to stop waiting until everything's perfect and start creating something that reflects who you already are. And I want to help you do exactly that this week. Action step, record the win mini challenge. Let's get you consistent by building some micro proof to add to your portfolio of proof to increase your confidence that yes, you should be a creator. Something that fits into your schedule, not fights it. This week, carve out 10 minutes and do this. 1, grab your phone, open the camera. 2, record a 30 to 60 second video answering one question. What's something I learned the hard way that could help someone else today? 3, no editing, no pressure, just be raw and real. Save the video, watch it. That's it. Because once you see yourself speak from experience, something clicks. It's no longer just a dream, it's a demonstration. And when you record the win, even privately, you start rewiring your brain from, I want to be a creator, to, I am a creator. You don't need permission to be a creator. You don't need perfection. That doesn't exist anyway. You're old enough to know better, right? Perfect is the enemy of done. All you need to do now, you just need to press record. Let that be your climax moment. Not just in this video, but in your story. The part where you stopped wondering and started becoming the bodacious creator you were always meant to be. In fact, speaking of perfect is the enemy of done, here's something almost no one tells new creators over 40. The algorithm prefers consistency over perfection. Yep, you do not need to go viral. You do not need pro editing. What YouTube wants, algorithmically speaking, is predictability. It wants to know, will this creator keep publishing? Are they staying in their niche? Do viewers feel satisfied after watching? That's about it. You win not by being flashy, but by being reliable instead. And let's be real, Gen Xers and Gen X adjacent folks, we were built for reliability. That's our superpower. We show up every time without complaint. Okay, maybe we complain a little. And while we're at it, here's something that nobody told me when I was just starting and back in 2013 when I was a terrible newbie. I'm not kidding. This is a screenshot from my very first video I uploaded to YouTube ever in like 2013. Look at that. I shot my video as a vertical video and not horizontal, back when there was no such thing as YouTube Shorts. And then I was so tech dumb that I couldn't even understand why YouTube didn't just fix it for me once it was uploaded. See, you're already better at this than I was starting out. Anyway, here's what nobody told me when I was just starting back low these many years ago on another channel back in 2013. You're not just building a YouTube channel. You're building a future version of you, one that is consistent, creative, and completely unapologetic about showing up. But let me take things one step further for you. Here's the truth bomb nobody expects. You don't need a huge audience to become a consistent creator. You just need a personal project that makes you proud. And when you're over 40, that's the shift that changes everything. You're not creating to prove yourself. You're creating to express yourself, to document who you're becoming and who you've been, to offer what you've earned from the life you've already lived in terms of your life experience and hard-earned wisdom. And that is sacred, my retro renegade. Bonus action step, the 3-part creator purpose statement. Here's a quick but powerful journaling exercise that I want you to do this week. You can do it in a notebook, a phone app, or even whisper it into a voice memo. Finish these 3 sentences. 1, I create to remind others that. 2, one thing I've learned that's worth sharing is. 3, if I stay consistent, in 1 year, I'll feel. Now, don't just write these sentences. Print them out, tape them to your wall, save them as your lock screen, because YouTube's algorithms might not notice that first upload or immediately figure your audience out. Maybe it takes a while. And in the meantime, your friends might not get why you're doing this, but you will remember. You'll see these 3 sentences. You'll feel what they represent, and they will anchor you on days when doubt and your busy life and your millions of duties and responsibilities attempt to rise up and steal your clarity. This isn't about going viral. This is about becoming visible to yourself, to your next chapter, to the people who will find you when you show up for real. And YouTube's algorithms collectively figure out what your content trifecta is all about. In the meantime, real talk, your story isn't over. It's just ready to be told out loud. So go write it, go film it, go post it, even if your voice shakes, even if you're new to editing. God help you even then. Because you're not too late, you're right on time. You get better at doing the thing by doing the thing. And your future audience needs you. So you've just got to show up so they see you. So is the YouTube algorithm scary? Only if you don't understand it. But once you do, it becomes like the Terminator in the second movie in the franchise, a tool of protection, power, and precision. It's not too late. You're not too old. You're just early in your understanding of how the machine works. So feed YouTube good signals, clear signals. Post consistently, and trust that once YouTube's algorithms understand your content trifecta, then YouTube will help the right people find you. If this video helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. What's the scariest part of YouTube, algorithmically speaking, for you, and what's one step you'll take today to face your fear as a creator? And remember, the future is not set. There is no fate, but what you make for yourself. And if you're an older creator who wants to go create, but feels like you're running around barefoot over broken glass without a ton of fancy software and hardware tools, and you're wondering if you can be effective or successful that way, well, yippee-ki-yay, retro renegade! This next video is for you.